In this video, we're going to be learning how to do the down and under. The down and under is a useful skill for both service dogs and pet dogs, but is definitely going to be utilized quite a bit with service dogs. It's a way to get your dog out of the way, especially at restaurants or at parks or any time where they might get underfoot. We want to teach them to lay under our legs or under a chair so that they can stay contained and out of the way. Utilizing the down and under also keeps them safe. It makes it less likely for their tail to be stepped on, as well as keeping passersby from petting your dog. The down and under can be used in many contexts, but probably the biggest would be at restaurants, seminars, movie theaters, and places where you'll be sitting in a chair and you need the dog out of the way. You can either do a down and under underneath your legs while you sit at the edge of the chair or underneath the chair. Many chairs don't allow for a true down and under because they have a railing where the legs are, so you'll have to be careful and see what situation works best for your dog. You can also do a down and under from the back to the front, or traditionally from side to side. To teach this behavior, you will need 3 foundation skills. The first skill is a solid hand touch everywhere, so you need to be able to have your dog touch your hands in many locations. The next is to follow a hand cue. You need to make sure that your dog will follow a hand target wherever you put it. The final is a down in many locations. It's helpful if you practice your dog downing between your legs or in middle position. This will ensure that they are comfortable underneath you. To prep for this game, or if you think your dog will be nervous about being under your legs, it might be a good idea to work in tight spaces or in a tunnel to start to show them that it's fun to work in tight spaces. To start this game, you're going to sit on the edge of your chair. I typically like my dog to go from the right side of my body to the left side of my body, but you can do it whichever way works for you. I'm going to set my dog up on the right side of my body and then present a hand target on the left side of my legs. My legs need to be far enough from the chair legs that the dog has enough space to crawl under my legs and touch the hand target. If your dog already knows a crawl, this should be easy. Once they touch the hand target, I'm automatically going to ask for a down in position. Once they down beneath my legs, I'm going to click and reward. Remember to use your release cue when you're letting them get up. So I'm going to say free or get it and throw the cookie. This allows me to reset and try another repetition. I will again put my dog on my right hand side, present my hand target on the left hand side beneath my legs, have the dog touch my hand, and then ask for a down. One common problem I see is the dog will not come all the way under their legs so their head is poking out the left hand side, and then will attempt to back out the right hand side. I always want them moving through and underneath your legs and coming out the opposite side, so I can ask them with a cookie to crawl forward a few inches if I find that they're not really going all the way to that left-hand side the way I need them to. You should do many repetitions in many locations of this game with different types of chairs and benches. Once they're comfortable getting into the position, now is the time to add duration. If you watch my stay video, you'll understand how we add duration. This is essentially a stay or relax in position, just in a different location. I'm going to start by feeding every few seconds for remaining in position. I tend to like to feed between the paws on the ground so that the dog is anticipating the food coming to them and not trying to get up to get to my hand. After I've been feeding the dog every few seconds for a little while, I'll start incrementally lengthening the time between cookies. You're going to have to build up to duration. So you want to start in a low distraction environment, maybe watching a movie or something like that to practice with your dog. Then you're going to slowly increase the time between cookies until your dog is relaxing beneath your feet. After you've got longer duration, you can now up the distraction. You can try this game at a park or at a very quiet restaurant or cafe. You want to practice in many locations, and each time you go to a new location, you want to pretend that your dog doesn't know the skill yet. So you're going to build it from square one until they've done it at about 10 locations. Dogs don't generalize well, so you need to make sure that you practice lots of different places until they understand that, hey, we do this down and under thing everywhere. You can also practice a down and under underneath the actual chair or from front to back beneath the chair. These down and unders are taught in the exact same way as the one underneath your legs, just in a slightly different location. Use the down and under anytime that you want to protect your dog from people, get them out of the way, and make sure people aren't coming up and trying to pet them. Alright guys, if you like this video, definitely give us a thumbs up and click that subscribe button below with the little bell. When you hit that bell, you'll be notified anytime we come out with a new training video for you to watch.